What's up, fam? I go by the name of Blessons. I'm a producer and mixing engineer of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and today I got something for my recording engineers. Now, whether you're someone that's already recording people, making money doing that, or you're looking to start recording people, and what's the way to best make money doing that, then this video is for you, all right? I'm going to give you 3 things that I have used over the years that will set you apart from other recording engineers before your artist even steps 1 foot in the studio. You feel me? Let's go ahead and get into it.
Blessons did it.
Now, I haven't forgot about my mixing engineers. I definitely just released my new mini course, How I Start Every Mix, which goes over everything that I do, the pre-work to get ready to start mixing and just be in that flow and not take me out of it, right? If that's something that you're interested in, whether you're an artist, producer, engineer, and you just want to learn more about that process that can set you up for success, the link will be in the bio and you can pay what you want, right? So if you want to download it for free, have at it. If you want to throw your boy a little something, I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? So go ahead and do that. The link is in the course. And have at it, okay? Now, although I hardly record artists nowadays, I'm more focused on mixing and mastering and things of that nature. There are times when I do record artists that I used to record back in the day, and they trust me, thankfully, right? So these tips have benefited me over the years, and I hope they do the same for you. So number 1, first thing that I do before any artist comes into the studio to work with me, 48 hours before they come in, I have them email me the beat or beats that we're gonna be working on. Now, what is the reasoning behind this? What I do, and I'm surprised other people don't do this. I thought most people did do this, but from what I hear, they don't. So if you're one of those, start doing this. Is I build the session 48 hours ahead of time, right? So whether it's 1 session, 3 sessions, I have them all built out. And the reason for that is, I don't know if you've experienced this, but I remember back in the day when I would go, my artist days, I would go in and purchase a session, a recording session. I'll spend the first 30, 45 minutes just getting the engineer to give them the beat, build the track, things like that. And it's just wasting time. And one thing about me is I hate wasting time. So this is one thing that other artists will appreciate from you if they've experienced anything else, okay? So that's the first thing. Now, when I do that, I go in here, let me show you real quick. This is a session that I built for FL Loud. We're finishing up his project. I'm getting ready to start mixing it. And we got like 2 or 3 more tracks that we need to record. So before he comes in, I built the session, right? I set the tempo, the key, things like that. This is my recording template. That way he comes in, we can get straight to work. We ain't got to worry about none of that, right? But one thing I want to point out is make sure you set the tempo and the key, okay? That way everything is just a glance away. You can go ahead and set your reverb times, your delay times, things like that, okay? Now, with that being said, I use mixing key. Let me pull this up here. I would use mixing key to get my tempo and things like that. But you can use different ones. There's so many different ones out there. But that's what I would do in that sense. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, in conjunction with this, what I would do is I would go, and this is mainly for people that use Apollo interfaces, right? The console. What I'll do is this is our last session that we recorded. This was his last chain. Now, obviously, if it's a new artist, I'm probably gonna have to build his chain from ground up. And it also depends on what type of vibe we're going for. But what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll set the auto tune. I'll get the key. As you'll see, it's B flat minor here, A sharp minor, right? And have it set. That way, it's good to go. We don't have to worry about it. Automatically sets it. It's dialed in. Now, on FL Loud, for example, here, we don't use really auto-tune on his voice. So auto-tune here, it doesn't matter because it's not for a vibe. It's more for me because I've noticed when I record through auto-tune, it gets me a little bit more on the high end than when I don't. So I just like to throw it on there even if I'm not using the auto-tune, okay? So just case in point there, okay? Then I have a few plugins here that I use. You'll see the Pool Tech, you'll see the LA2A here. They're just quick right there. Now, there might be some instances where I need to come pull something else, but if I know that these are my go-tos, I'm just going to stick with them. It's going to speed up the process, okay? Excuse me. Also with this is a major tip, bonus tip. Set your reverb and your delay times. Have that all set. And the reason I say that is it creates a vibe for the artist. So if you're somebody that's recording artists and you make them record to it dry without reverb and delay, you're wrong for that, bro. you're really wrong for that. But start doing that, right? Go ahead and start putting your reverb and your delay on the track. That way they can have that vibe, man. And this is something alone itself is going to keep those artists coming back to you. Okay. Now, last but not least, what I'm going to do, and this is basically just the pre-check. Now, the day of the session, before the artist comes in, I'm going to come into the studio. I'm going to turn on the headphone amp. I'm going to open the session. And I'm going to open up console and I'm going to spit a hot 16. Not really. But I'm going to basically go through as if I'm the artist and I'm going to record just so I can see what it sounds like. What is he going to be hearing, right? Is the level good in his headphones? Is the beat too loud? These small little adjustments are going to save you time in the long run, but also it's going to keep the artist happy. It's going to keep him in his vibe, and it's going to keep a repeating customer coming back to you, right? Now, this is a very short video. I didn't want to make it too long. It's just something I was doing already, and I figured it would be great to share with you guys if you're not already doing this. All right. So try it out. Leave me a comment below. If you're not currently implementing any of these, implement them, try them out, and let me know if it works for you. If you're already using these, leave me a comment below as well. Let me know if you're doing something that I'm not doing. Hook me up. You feel me? But other than that, I go by the name of Blessings, guys. Again, always, always, always trust your ears, and I'm out.
Blessings did it.